Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. My name is Grant. I am the host of River Valley Radio. I'm also the Prime Minister of New Strathclyde, which sometimes I do forget, so you're going to have to bear with me on that one if you're ever expecting posts out of that account, which they never fucking come anyway. But today we are back with the Balderdash campaign, episode 5, and with me tonight I have, of course, a very good friend, and you all know him at home, Ethan of the Sunland.
Hello, everyone, to whoever is watching. Yeah, I'm going to make a quick comment about what you, what you just said a second ago. How do you manage to forget that you're the Prime Minister of New Strathclyde?
I'll be honest, mate. I just forget it exists. I just do. I just sometimes I genuinely just forget. But you know, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it other than I forget. But
That's kind of funny to me. Yeah, it was such a shame that I missed the last episode of the Baldash campaign. It's like I'm still bummed out about it. I think I was busy or something.
yeah, I know. What had happened was you had fallen asleep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Fine.
You
My memory is rubbish as well. I don't know what I was doing. I fell asleep or something.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. No, I think you'd taken a nap at like 6:30, and then you'd woken up at like 9 o'clock at night. Or, no, it was about 10 o'clock at night. So I set my alarm for an hour and I never even got up. So I was like, like
Yeah.
me and Connor were actively calling you a butthole on stream.
That is crazy. It's like I've had numerous occasions where I'd have to go up and like get up and be somewhere. As I set my alarm, I make sure my phone is on charge. Like
Mm.
it should work. It's on 100%. I leave it on charge on my bedside table at night, and it just my phone seems to forget as well that it's that it doesn't even bother like putting out an alarm. I set it, and it just doesn't work.
Have you ever accidentally set an alarm on a calculator before? I have done that like once, but I quickly realised my mistake.
On a calculator.
I quickly realised my mistake. It happens to a lot of people. Happens to plenty of people, but I
You
did.
you realised something didn't add up when you checked your phone.
Yeah, yeah. It
Excuse my
was.
terrible jokes.
It was
Yeah.
not good. Not no bueno. No bueno, if you want to call it that. However, um, well, you know, because I think the last time you were actually on was possibly December or November, just because of timings and stuff like that. How have you been for the last few months?
Um, last few months, I'd say I don't know. It just feels like I check the news or something, or I'll even do so much as look outside, you know, and see the grubby British weather, and it's just a general sense of malaise,
Mm,
like, or maybe sometimes foreboding, just like general news.
yeah, yeah, no, that's fair.
It doesn't help to check, what's going on in the world. It doesn't help.
No, no, especially with Britain and sort of the draconian laws that have been put in place about certain things that I'm not going to get specifically into. Before I forget, the song that was played was "Don't Stop Now" by Loafin' and Jask, which was an NCS release, which you can find in the description below. Just before I forget that, because I forgot to do that last video, which I only realized until after I put out the stream that, oh my god, I forgot to actually credit them. But like, to be fair, it was in the description anyway. Yeah, but turning back to the problem of what's going on in the world, and of course what's going on with Britain as well. It's just it's not good. It's not a good prospect.
I you know I yeah. We all seem to be more forgetful recently. Maybe it's because our lives in general have become more monotonous.
Yeah, yeah. No, I do definitely feel like that as well with what goes on in my work. If anyone's watching this and doesn't know what I do, taxman, work for HMRC, if you're gonna, hiss at me as if I'm a vampire, heard it before, thank you very much. So get a new joke. Just before anyone makes that joke, because they might at some point, but just before anyone makes that joke, you get a new joke, please. Um,
It's like I think I'll like take a minute to explain to people like when you have to call up certain like departments or like because you have like some issue relating to the government, whether it be taxes or whatever else. It's like despite your frustrations, like I get them as well. I've had to make numerous calls because the state, you know, it doesn't, or like just, or even sometimes companies. It's not just the public sector. It like despite your frustrations, it's not going to do anything to, let's say, voice them in a rude manner towards like whoever's on the phone because I'm 99% certain that they had nothing to do with it. They're just work. They're just someone who's just working at the job.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it happens. Like because of the department that I work in, so debt management. Sometimes people will call up for payment plans, and then specifically, we do tell them, that you have to pay your future liabilities in full and on time, and then when they default. And then they call us back up annoyed, saying, "Oh yeah, I've got like all these late payment penalty now, all these like late payment penalties now. Like why is that?" Sorry, it's because
It's like,
you
yeah,
agreed to pay all your future liabilities in full and on time, and you didn't. Therefore, your payment plan was cancelled, and you've received late payment penalties. Not our fault, not our problem. We are only just following the rules that the department sets out for us. So sometimes it can be viewed as our faults directly because sometimes we do have an action in payment plans being cancelled, but quite a lot of the time it's the taxpayer that cancels it, either because they've not got enough money in the account, or they just cancel the direct debit, or they change the bank accounts and don't tell us, even though we tell them, you if you change your bank account, you have to tell us so that we can see that
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous, but
I mean, I mean, that just makes sense. Like,
mm,
if you do change like your bank account, of course you'd have to notify the HMRC. It's like the tax office in Britain.
yeah,
Like, it's like when you have a problem, it doesn't help anybody to like scream and shout at them. I mean, it does not. I mean, first of all, it gets recorded. It doesn't look good for you, and it makes things really awkward, nervous on the like the receiving end of it. It's
yeah,
like
yeah, it definitely can.
it's the same. It's kind of the same or similar to uh, being a Karen and yelling at the uh, let's say like someone working at a shop or a cafe because they screwed up, like someone else behind, like in the kitchen or something, just screwed up your order.
Mm. Yeah, it's also very annoying having to stand behind an annoyed person who is unsightly, shall we say?
But yeah, yeah, I just wish people were more like I just wish people were more evolved sometimes.
Yeah, more civil, less entitled.
Yeah, that happens so often. It's just I don't like I can understand why people like that, but it's just the wrong thing to do.
Mm, yeah.
But in other news, do you have any? Oh yeah, in other news, I'd say, have we got anything like to tell? Anything new to tell the audience, or
Um,
what's going on with you?
I've gotten into gotten into the habit of eating peperamis recently. I didn't actually know I liked peperamis, but peperamis
Ooh,
are surprisingly good. I do very much enjoy them.
Shinken, my that's my expertise. Yeah, I actually have a pack right next to me. I mean, you say that, and it's like, are you watching these?
What
Like, yeah, but
of shinken or peperamis?
Shinken, it's just
Mm,
something like people like it. It just seems to be what people in the Sunland seem to call like cold cut meats, like
ah,
salami and such. Like
yeah,
they'll often eat it, yeah, cold cuts. They'll eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or as a snack,
yeah,
or
yeah.
just throughout the day.
Mm.
It depends. Comes in all different forms. It's like how what kind of salami did you pick up?
Oh, it's not salami. It's a pepperami, pepperamis.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, is it got like the peppery ring around the edge?
No, but it's like the hot version of them. So the ones in the red packet. So like if you know anything about pepperamis at all, you get three different varieties, or four. You've got the ones in the red. Well, the ones in the green packet are just the regular ones. Then you've got the ones in the red packet, which are the hot version, and then the ones in the black packets are the fire sticks, which are just like they're extra hot. Which I've had one of them. In fact, I've had a couple of
Oh,
them,
oh,
and
I know what these are. I know
yeah,
what you're talking about. Yeah, these are
it,
yeah, just plain pepperonis. When you say pepperoni, I thought like just the slices.
no, 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 just like genuine peperamis, and then like they've come out with a new version as well, the chorizo ones, which I don't really like
Oh
chorizo,
yeah.
so I don't. I just can't be bothered with the chorizo. I quite like the hot version. The fire sticks are maybe a bit too hot at times. They're tolerable. I can eat them. I will eat them, but
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
I don't want the arse to be burnt at the fucking back end of me.
I mean, like I used to eat those a lot. Like
Mm,
I think a couple of years ago, it was
yeah,
like chorizo, like spice, like the hot, just the hottest ones I can get because I think I destroyed my spice tolerance. It's like nothing works for me anymore. I just have to keep escalating constantly,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's and it all the thing is. the whole spice thing.
Mm.
Well, it started off when I was living with other people,
Yeah.
like before I moved out years ago,
Mm.
and it was like people kept going into the fridge and stealing my food. So what I did was I put really hot peppers in because I was growing chilies. I was growing Apache F1 type chilies, and I
All right.
cut them up into slices and put them into everything, like to sandwiches or just regular food or anything else. And it was, and it's just to stop other people from eating it.
Yeah, I had to do that with juice. Like when I bought juice, like other people would like steal it and drink it. So I ended up having to buy like Pepsi Max because I like Pepsi Max, but no one else in the house liked Pepsi Max. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna drink something, I'm gonna drink something just to spite the rest of you, something that the rest of you won't fucking touch.
Yeah, when he says Jew, when Grant says juice here, he's referring to Iron Brew.
Juice or soda pop as the Americans call it.
Yeah, I think that's for that. I think I just tend to stick with Coke because if it was available near me and
Mm,
if I could get it just on the regular, I would have Spezi type drinks, Mezzomix, Schwipschwap,
yeah.
or like sometimes Africola if
Mm.
it's available, but if it was here and it's just not.
I don't mind regular Coke, right? But it's way too acidic for me. It's just like the acid on it is so strong. It's just like drinking it is just like it's an assault on like the back of your throat sometimes.
What you describe, it kind of sounds like ginger beer, which
Mm.
I'm not particularly fond of.
Yeah, no, I do mean that just from like regular Coke, but ginger beer, I don't drink ginger beer all that often. I don't like ginger beer. Um, Speaking of that, actually, Ethan, so up here it's very common to call fizzy juice ginger. So if someone tells you to go to the shop and get me a bottle of ginger, they just mean a bottle of juice. No,
Oh, okay.
a bottle of fizzy drinks. Um, so so I think this story must have been from when I was like 6 or 7 years old because I'd never understood what the phrase "go and buy me some ginger" meant. And so one day my mother sent me to the shop for a bottle of ginger, and I had no idea what I was looking for, and so I picked up a bottle of ginger beer and handed it back to my mother, and she was like, "No, not ginger beer, like juice." And my stepdad at the time said, "Well, I mean, to be fair, that's pretty good ginger beer that he bought." So, um, I'd fucked up, but did it in the way that probably could have ended the best anyway.
I think that's just downright hilarious because like all of the it's like a lot of terms that these describe other things are words used for different objects and stuff.
Mm,
Like someone down in England says, "Can you get me?" They wouldn't. Yeah, they get me something. They wouldn't say ginger.
mm.
So
No,
they'd probably
I know.
come back with actual ginger or like juice. Like if you say go get some juice, they will give you some, or what they'll come back with what's called cordial. Well, we call
Yeah,
it that.
yeah,
It's
cordial
just
or
cordial juice. Yeah,
I see. You say
diluted.
I diluting juice or what you might in England call squash.
Or cordial if you fancy.
Cordial. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's diluting juice
Yeah,
because you dilute it.
it might be just a Leicester thing then.
Aye. Uh,
So I think with all these terms that you're teaching me and like how often and for a long period of time I'll be speaking to you and your pals. I'd end up I'd end up like gradually over time like having noticing that my accent is slowly changing to like Glasgow, like Scottish.
Aye. It's funny. It's funny. For
It's,
those of you who don't know at home, we have been playing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign over the last maybe a couple of months, something like that. And, maybe the last 2 3 months, there or thereabouts. Just to well, I suppose pass the time, but it's also something to do, and it's storytelling, and of course playing and battling and whatever else. So
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to think, it was just it's. I mean, it is. It's still true, but I thought it was a thing. Oh, like I passed it up. I passed up on it often. So I just assumed, that game isn't that just for nerds or something? And I
uh,
and I and I thought, I went offered to play like a practice session, or they thought, and I thought, oh, why not? We've got time to kill, and it's like, he turned me from someone who was just, possibly reluctant to try it into what's called a dice goblin. Like
yes.
I became. I now find it really fun. It's more fun than you think it is, despite how complicated. Like sometimes complicated the game is, it does make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Play Dungeons and Dragons, people at home. Play it, or you will enjoy it. It is very good.
I now have a vast collection of dice sets.
I also have a vast collection of dice sets because Lisa, well, my girlfriend, got me a dice set for Valentine's Day, which I did not think to do for her, but she has went out away to buy so many sets of dice it's almost ridiculous. I just like, yeah, like I have to keep telling her, Lisa, you need to stop buying dice, but she's just like, oh, but I want some more. Like, I know that you want more, right? But there's got to come a certain point where you think, maybe I should stop now.
Like, the thing is, there is no such thing as too many dice.
That
I think you need to understand
Yeah,
that.
that is also very true. There is no such thing as too many dice.
Like, I even have a D100 as well in my
Mm,
collection, which is a 100-sided die,
yes.
and it really just functions like a ball. But if you look carefully, like you'll notice 100 different little tiny grooves on it.
Mm,
It kind of functions like a golf ball.
yeah, yeah. Which you've yet to have to roll that yet because you're a wild magic, well, or your character's a wild magic sorcerer on that ones. That's when you have to roll that, and because you're such a good roller at times, or most of the time, or fucking all of the time, I don't expect that you have to use that very often.
I hope my good roll streak comes up. I mean, I've offered to like record, like put my camera on, say, "Hey, watch my rolls. I'm not fibbing."
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
Because
fair.
like even during the character creation, I got some pretty good rolls. Like during like, because you have to do that when you create a character.
Yeah. Yeah, for most people, creating a character's like the best part, but
I
I
find it. I mean, I can see the fun in it, but I think for someone who is inexperienced as me, it's kind of a bit, it's just a bit tedious. I mean, purely because I don't know all of the ins and outs of how everything works just
mhm,
yet, and secondly, because of that, I have to constantly look up different things.
mhm,
I have the player's handbook
yeah,
now. I have that,
mhm,
but it doesn't tell you everything.
yeah,
So I recommend if you do find yourself getting into D&D, maybe get both versions and maybe the monster manual as well.
yeah. Like the next campaign that I do or I create will be like entirely 2024. It's just like because we started playing and with 2014 rules. And it's trying to find the right balance between 14 and 24. And like as well, I think 27 or like 2027 or 2028 they're coming out with like the sixth edition as well, which is gonna be like I think a rehash of the fourth edition rules with some bits of fifth edition sprinkled in as well. Um. Because like when fifth edition came out, a lot of like old players were not happy, and because it changed so many things. But sixth edition is again supposed to be some sort of rehash on fourth edition.
Yeah, I think the current version, which is the 2024 version, which is what I
Yeah,
have,
yeah, yeah.
like it has most of the stuff in there, but like
Mhm.
maybe some of the finer details, like calculating like your character's like dimensions, like height, with like how like the size and such. It
Yeah,
like there's a few like details that it just completely overlooks and misses.
yeah.
Like
Like,
instead, it'll give you like the small, medium, and large
mhm,
instead.
aye. Well, in 14, it gave you the heights that all the races included in the book were supposed to be, like heights and weights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I need the book with like the different races and stuff as well, like the types of characters you can play as
Um,
well.
I mean,
But I don't have that
yeah,
one just yet.
you would probably benefit from Monsters in the Multiverse or even Follows Guide. It's either Follows Guide to Monsters or Follows Guide to Everything, which I think is Follows Guide to Everything. If I can see those books from here.
Yeah,
If I get my
I
pen.
need the ones that you have so I don't end up getting the wrong thing. There's plenty of books out.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna actually walk over to all my books right now. It's Follows Guide to Monsters. That is. It's not Follows Guide to Everything. So I've got Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, but Monster the Multiverse, Monster Manual, Follows Guide to Monsters, Player's Handbook. So 2014. My recent book, Keys from the Golden Vault, which I did purchase on Valentine's Day for myself to use in the campaign. So I'm hoping to get a bit of use out of that as well.
Oh yeah, oh, that's very good. You have to tell me about what that is, and if I may need it. I don't have
Uh,
all the essentials yet, but at least I have the player's handbook.
the keys of the Golden Vault is just basically like it's different modules that you can put in a game. So
Modules.
yeah, there are 13 chapters, right, or 13 modules, and each module comes with essentially a one shot that you can insert into a campaign. So or it might take a couple of sessions, just depending on how advanced either A, how advanced it is, or B, how quickly the characters can progress through it. So like you've got a few different stories. You've like you don't just have all combat ones as well in it. You've got like sort of things that the characters need to do, maybe places that they need to go visit, and maybe gain information from certain characters about, or NPCs about, what's going on, and exactly how to resolve an issue without violence.
Yeah, I think some people, I think some well players need to, uh, come up with new ways of how to do things, without just, let's hitting a monster a number of times.
Mm. Yeah, monsters are
Yeah,
fun though. So, but I think with all the armor that you guys gained yesterday, I'm probably gonna need to increase the difficulty of some things, unfortunately.
of course you will.
I'm gonna have
Just
to.
to cancel out the purchases that we have made.
Yes. Cancel out the purchases that you've made to some degree. However,
I mean, at least like from getting high level like monsters in game, like we're gonna have to level up faster
mm,
by defeating them. I just hope that no one else in our party dies again.
yeah. I mean, it could happen. I'm not specifically out to kill anyone, but it could happen.
Yeah, it's like I think it's kind of a misnomer for some people that they think the DM is some kind of enemy, or they'll misuse their powers or sort of such.
Yeah,
But
no, well,
yeah,
I mean, some DMs definitely abuse the power that they've got because they're telling the story. They just expect everyone to go along with it and like the choices that they make, which is not always the case. You don't always have to like the decision that the DM makes. You don't always have to go along with it. You don't always have to just be a yes man. You could just say like I want to challenge the fact that you're doing that thing, and
yeah. I mean, it's an open discussion.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
none of the books that I like, the D&D type books, they don't fit on my bookshelf at all. They're just a bit like it's too small. My bookshelf is a bit small. Like it's nearly full. I don't think it'll fit them anyway. I'll have to find out another place to put them.
Yeah, do you know something? I actually need a bookshelf for this place. I don't have one, which I've noticed. But well,
You really do, honestly. I mean, just a shelf you can use as a bookshelf. I mean, that's what I've done for mine.
yeah, no, that's true.
That's
Maybe I could mount like a shelf in the wall or
I'm trying
something.
to think of the other things that you might need. Like maybe like you've kind of got that temporary table at the minute.
Oh no, not the temporary table. The coffee table is not a temporary table. My coffee table
Oh no, that
is my
one's
coffee
yeah,
table.
that's a good addition.
Mm.
I think for me, I have this shelf that I just put like different knickknacks and stuff on it, decorations. I
Yeah.
put like different lights on it, like
Mm.
just to keep it lit up, and so I could see what's on it even at night.
Aye. Aye.
Yeah, I've got all different kinds of books on here. From I think it's like educational. I've even got a few like religious books on here
Mm.
about the natural world, and a couple fiction titles as well. I think
Yeah.
I think a
Yeah.
couple of them are signed actually. But yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. Um, I don't really have that many books, to be honest. I'm not like a great reader. I've got the Lord of the Rings, and that's really about. I'm like another couple of books that I did buy myself, like a book by Louis Theroux, and then another by Jimmy Carr. Jimmy was
the
it?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Lord of the Rings.
that's what you read out. Sometimes
I,
on the show.
I do, I do. I, I wasn't supposed to read it last week or the week before, just because I was supposed to have an interview prepped 2 weeks ago. However, that did not pan out the way that I would have liked it to because I mean, the interviewees cancelled. I wouldn't say practically last minute. They did give me like a few hours notice, so like I wasn't really sure what to do, and it did take me until that Thursday to decide. I can't really not do anything, so I'm just gonna read more Lord of the Rings, and I mean, it's not, those videos haven't performed terribly. Um, in fact, if I have a look, I've got 5 views for the part two, and then oh boy, 16 views for part one. So significantly less than part two than part one. However, we shall see what happens with that.
Yeah, if you want to listen to a Scottish guy read out Lord of the Rings, do check them out.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to have hoped that it would perhaps have been a little bit better because I do get stuck sometimes reading it. You know, there's certain words and phrases because like they're not words and phrases that I've seen before. You know, if like just the names of things or characters or things like that, and I stop and get stuck and like, what the fuck is that word? Meikle delving. Um,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask if you might have dyslexia or something, but
I
if you're
don't.
reading words like that, I guess you can get stuck on them.
Yeah, no, I'm not dyslexic. You know, I do know how to read. So you know, I used to be a very good reader, but I stopped reading books. So I
I do sometimes,
mm,
like if I'm not doing anything, I've got everything done. Like uh, on occasion, I'll end up just like maybe just picking out one of the like numerous books that I have on my shelf. It's not like a story or anything. Sometimes I just look up something,
mm, yeah,
and maybe put like then I'll sometimes I'll spend the evenings doing that and like pour myself a glass of port and think, oh yeah, this is quite nice. I quite like this.
a glass of port, fucking ooh, glass of port.
It's nice, and I'll tell you right. Have you ever heard of a cheeky Vimto?
A cheeky Vimto. Yeah, I have heard the Vimto. Yes.
Oh yeah, a cheeky Vimto is where you get you have a bottle of port, of course,
Mm.
and you'll pour half of it in a glass of your choice,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the other half will go to it's that blue WKD stuff.
Oh,
If
aye.
you pour 50-50 of
Blue
that,
liquid,
it'll
aye.
somehow change it into it tastes exactly like Vimto but alcoholic.
Holy crap.
Yeah, give it a try if you must. Yeah,
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
and it's really good with any like not just like port as well. It's really I've noticed it's really good with anything, any cheesy type foods and stuff.
Hmm.
I mean that is what you eat it with anyway. But yeah,
Aye, I mean, I've never got the sort of like the pairing of wines and cheeses. I don't quite understand how wine sort of complements dairy.
you'll it's something you sit down and you'll kind of notice it. Um, I can't really explain it, but like you'll try it and you'll think what like and you'll think of something to eat. I think you know what you just kind of feel like this will work well with that, or I'm not sure what people's processes are, but that's just mine.
Yeah, like what do you call it? Like wine and steak, I suppose I get to some degree, right? But cheese is just like yeah, A, no, and B, why? Here's a very nice cheese board. Now here's some alcohol to ruin the cheese. Doesn't make any
It
sense.
does not ruin it. Trust me. I'll next time you're down here, I'll let you try it, and I'll get like a good one for you.
I don't even like wine. I don't.
It doesn't have to be like cheese on its own. You can have like anything cheesy with it.
Uh, yeah, it's just something
You, know, you
cheesy.
don't
I mean,
you don't like wine.
I don't like wine. No, I've had wine. Like the one and only time that I liked wine was Christmas Day about 10 years ago, when I was already off my tits and beer, and then I decided to have red wine and cola, and that was surprisingly very good. But again, I was off my tits, so I was God, yeah, I was freshly 18, and it was the first Christmas that I'd had where I was actually allowed to drink alcohol. So yeah, I took advantage of that.
It's like, is it? I think I know, possibly know why you might not like wine. It's you might have had maybe the cheap stuff or something.
Possibly, yeah, but even then, it's like it just doesn't taste good at all. It's just like I don't even know.
Port is
I don't
it's a
even know how to
type of wine. It's
yeah.
yeah, go on.
I don't even know how to describe how red wine tastes other than awful.
Well, if you think it's awful, then you can leave it then. You're welcome to try it at mine when you come visit.
Yeah, no, like I'll definitely try some actual proper red wine if you've got it, but I cannot.
It's not red wine, so to speak. Port is it's fortified
Ah, right,
wine.
okay, aye, no, that's fine. I'm not even sure the difference between wine and fortified wine. They both sound like wine to me.
It's more I'd say like regular wine. It's it's just all around worse.
Mm.
Like the taste and like the smell of it just feels cheap. It's like a cheap alcohol.
Ah,
But like I'd say port, it's like the flavor of it is more prominent and like the I think the smell of it is better. Like you can actually smell like the grapes that it came from.
mm, mm. I have a joke for you, Ethan.
I'm going for it.
What did the hammer say to the grape when the grape was crying?
Oh, I don't know, man. What did he say?
Stop whining.
Shut up, man. I, I think this is the point where any viewers that are watching just click off.
No, please don't. My jokes are absolutely great. I promise.
Oh, that was bloody terrible. Mm.
It was designed to be bad. It was designed to be bad.
Uh,
But
bleh. No.
oh, good God. Oh dear.
Come out some rubbish.
Mm, yeah.
It's like I think it's like what you normally drink on like say normally on a just normal occasion is
Beer.
yeah,
It's
it's normally just beer, like Tennant's, like usually Corona.
if I'm feeling adventurous, I might have a rum and coke and maybe even a whiskey. But apart from that, most of the time it's beer. Beer does it for me. That's it.
Beer. I've got a bottle with me actually. That's what
Mm.
I was. Yeah, I was drinking that while I was on while I'm on right now.
No,
It's a lager called Madry.
Madre. I've had Madre before. Is that no Spanish beer? Madre.
It is.
Do you know what they call?
I've been.
Oh,
I do
sorry.
like the Spanish lagers. Sorry,
Do you know what they call beer in Spain?
I don't know what do they call them.
Their word for beer is cerveza.
Language lesson, everyone.
Correction,
I'll
Spanish lesson.
I, well, that's the only word you need to know if you're in Spain anyway. Just get me a beer.
Uno cerveza, por favor. That's one beer, please.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of Spanish lagers. I like Estrella
Strella's
normally.
okay. It's okay.
I mean, I have it if I have it when because I have it because tenants isn't available.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, like, there's so many like not so much obscure beers, but like you know the biggest brands. You've got like Miller's and Cobra. And, if you're gonna, you know, like America, it's like Budweiser. If it's in Britain or at least in England, it's Carling, and then you've got like various
Look, Carling.
you know you've like various Czech beers like Stara Pramen and another one that I forget. It'll come to me. Praha, that's it, Praha. Um, and then you know, of course,
I've tried that.
yeah, Praha's okay. It's okay. It's not Stara Pramen, right? But Praha's all right.
Yeah, they don't make too bad. It's not. They don't make too bad beers now.
Aye. No, Czech
Well,
beer's Czech beer's
I
pretty good.
like ales as well.
Um, Ale. I mean, like the last ale that I had was like an IPA, and that was like a mango flavored IPA, which was pretty good. But like I went to the Sainsbury's years after the fact, and they'd stopped
It
selling
sounds
them.
like
So
Wingman, doesn't it? Like, does that tell you that kind of taste?
I can't remember what the brand was, to be honest. I genuinely can't remember, but it was like a
Like,
was like a mango
yeah.
IPA. But in terms of other ales, it's like the only other ale that I've actually tried is like Old Speckle 10, and even that was like a bit strong.
Yeah. I mean, I think last year I was working at a pub, and no, I had it was one of my duties to be the booze tester when they replaced like all of the barrels.
Mm.
It's like I've tried that as well. It's it's okay. I think I like ciders as well.
Cider's fine. Like I remember going through a phase where I drank nothing but Strongbow dark fruits, and then I was just like,
Strongbow dark. No, that's
yeah,
the worst one. It just
Strongbow
tastes
dark
like
fruit.
yeah,
It,
sickly. It's
it,
sickly sweet.
yeah, I know, but it's still like I thought it was pretty good at that time. And like the guarantee, if I went back for another glass, I'd probably
That much sugar. What are you, a hummingbird?
I have no idea. But my brother doesn't touch beer. My brother he'll only drink like vodka or cider, but he doesn't touch beer at all.
It wasn't. I mean, I've drank cider, recently, and I switched to ales and beers. I think my taste buds have changed slightly.
Yeah, aye. Kind of
It's,
happens when you age.
oh yeah, it does. I've tried Guinness as well while I was working at the pub. I liked that actually. I didn't think I would.
Uh, Guinness is not my favorite. Like I remember I remember going out to like sort of like a nightclub once with my uncle, well, my late uncle now for of like maybe like 8 or 9 years. He died ago. And like would went again in a nightclub, and I'd asked them for attendance, and they poured me a Guinness, and I tried telling them, no, that this is the wrong thing, and they just but because the music's obviously blasting, it's pumping through the whole building, like obviously they can't hear me. So I sat and I drank half of it. I was just like, nah, I don't like this.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like. I was about to recommend. I was about to recommend Abbot Ale. I said that in a Scottish accent. Abbot Ale, and the thing is, it vaguely tastes like Guinness somehow. For me, it
Uh,
does anyway.
do you know?
And I liked it, and it's like, yeah. Now that I hear you say, yeah, I don't say that you're not fond of Guinness, then yeah, no,
uh,
you can pass up on that then.
do you know what's big here? Like, my dad used to drink it, Hobgoblin, which is ale.
I've never tried that.
I've never tried it either. I keep meaning to buy a bottle of Hobgoblin and then just never get around to it.
One of yes. I mean, is it? No, I was about to ask if it's any good, but yeah, I've tried it. One of the best ciders that I've ever had, that I've tried, it's something called Aspal, I think.
Asphalt. I think I know what you're talking about actually.
Yeah. Oh,
I
that stuff's pretty good. And of course the absolute king of ciders, Thatcher's Gold.
Thatcher's.
Oh yeah.
Thatcher's is okay. It's okay. Like
How dare you?
I mean
Thatcher's Gold is brilliant.
I prefer, like, if I'm gonna drink cider, it's either got to be between Magners or Strongbow. And I'd honestly lean
Ah,
towards Magners.
this guy is a wrong un. Like he's liking. This is like don't listen to him when it comes to ciders.
I
You
don't
want
drink
that? You
cider.
want Thatcher's Golden Aspal. You don't want Strongbow. Actually, he's referring to that Strongbow. It comes in this like black, purplish liquid. It's like yeah,
No,
it's really sickly sweet. You won't like it.
no, if it's regular, like regular cider, like apple cider, then again, either Magners or Strongbow. But the last time I went to a pub and drank, or even bought cider, was fucking years ago. That was the last time genuinely I drank cider,
Well,
was years ago.
yeah.
And
No matter what your preferences may be, whether you think like Strongbow cider is actually good, like we can all agree on this one fact that Carling is terrible.
yes, yes, Carling is no bueno, as the Spaniards would say, no bueno.
It's down. Carling is down there with I'd say Tesco brand lager or something.
Disco brand lager.
It seems it's like what it's one of those drinks, a like like the football hooligan types.
Aye.
No, that
S-
would chug on mass.
Yeah, it's because it's cheap. That's the problem. If you get the own brand stuff. Like most of these people who buy that kind of stuff have no money in the first place because they're probably sitting at home on benefits or whatever else. So when they go to like a football game or whatever else, because they save up the pennies from the universal credit payments, and actually buy the ticket, the only thing that they can afford to actually buy at that point is sudden Tesco own brand lager or cider or whatever else, and it's just like it's just depressing. I remember having Tesco's own brand like Coca Cola, and it was sad. It was
Oh
it was
no!
it was just sad.
I know people who actually buy that. Um, as for going for store brand drinks,
Hmm.
I think the only good one, I say good very loosely here in big air quotes. The best store brand drink I would say is like the Fantas. Not don't bother with the Cokes. It doesn't taste like Coca Cola.
Hmm.
Like people say, they'll often do these blind taste tests of the different colas, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's entirely performative. I've done it myself. I know what I've done it myself. I've closed my eyes, switched them around. I think right, and I try to think, yeah, I know that's Coke, and it's like I was right. Is that one's Pepsi? I was right. I
Uh,
did. I had like I've tried it multiple times. Like, yeah, that's obviously Pepsi or Coke or
I mean,
Pepsi Max or
I,
something.
I feel like it would be pretty easy to tell the difference between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They do have, while tasting similar, they do have very distinct flavor profiles. So
Pepsi is sweeter.
yeah,
Pepsi is sweeter, and it
yeah,
has an
true.
aftertaste to it.
Anyone that's sitting there like saying, "Oh, Pepsi and Cola taste the same," like it's categorically incorrect.
Saying, yeah, anyone who says that is just doing it. It's entirely performative.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not actually true.
just doing it to piss people off.
Yeah. I think it's just complete malarkey.
It is,
Like,
it is, it is.
they definitely got different tastes to them. And it's like, as for colas, I know people, be above Hadrian's Wall do not touch the stuff. They prefer the orange liquid of the
Yeah,
iron variety.
I, it's not to
But
say that it's not to say that we don't sit and drink, like Coca-Cola. Like cola's still widely bought here. Like my dad buys like big boxes of tins for like a Coca-Cola, or it'll be Pepsi, or it'll be it'll be Iron Brew. So like he switches between them every now and again. But a lot, like he does drink quite a lot of cola.
like, I mean, I was about to recommend if you no, I don't think you might have, but like if you tried Spezi type drinks,
Spetsy, no.
it's like an orange cola, pretty much.
All right.
Like
Ugh.
I think the
Orange
like
cola.
what
Ugh.
do you mean? What do you mean? It's
That's
really good.
that
You,
sounds
you haven't
awful.
even don't knock it till you try it.
That sounds awful.
I think,
Orange cola.
they don't sell it in the UK because people apparently British people think it apparently tastes bad or something. It's like I don't think British people can talk when it comes to taste. Like no, they're absolute roggans.
Possibly not, but
Mm,
if I do try it, I might like it, but orange cola just does not sound good at all.
like people, I say my favorite is Mezzomix, but people on Sonland they prefer Schwipschwap. Like I get it. So I just think Mezzomix is just a bit better, but they have the regular Spezia, like non-branded as well.
Yeah,
It's like that's good. It's still good. It's still better than Coke for me.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Like,
If
this
that's
is
what
this
you
is
like,
what Coke should be.
that's what Coke should be. Yeah, again, my juice preferences are like Iron Brew or Pepsi or Fanta or Tango, which is really really what I drink majority of the time. Like orange Fanta, I don't really like. It's got to be the lemon Fanta for me. So it's got
Lemon
to be.
Fanta's good,
It is pretty good. I do like lemon Fanta. In fact, I've got a bottle of it right now that I'm drinking from. So
and I've had this thought for a while when it comes to drinks, Coca Cola. It's like I think this might be just a high thought of mine, but I'm convinced that Coca Cola is just the chocolate. It's just chocolate lemonade.
Coca-Cola's chocolate lemonade.
Yes.
Uh, I don't see it, mate. Sorry.
I mean, if you think about it, it technically is.
Maybe the color of it, yeah, but like, I
I
mean,
mean, what's in it as well?
it's nothing about Coca-Cola would give off like this is obviously chocolate flavored.
I think it's something you think of when if you smoke a lot or something. You
Maybe.
it starts to yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I have stupid thoughts like that.
Mm. Too much of the hashish, Ethan. Too much of the hashish.
Hush now. You.
I'm only joking, everyone. Ethan does not smoke hashish, by the way. I'm just
No,
gonna
I
I'm
do
just gonna
not.
I'm just gonna put that out there. Ethan, 110%. I'm gonna say it on the air right now. Ethan does not smoke hashish. Okay, that was just a joke. Anyway, on that note, that is unfortunately our over. So if anyone was watching at home, thank you very much for being here. If anyone watches later, again, thank you very much for listening to us attempt to entertain you. Ethan, as always, thanks very much for being here.
It's all right, mate. Yeah, I'll stick around for the rest other episodes as well.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I would be great to have you there. And so the next interview will be on the 8th of March. Or the next video will be an interview that's on the 8th of March, and that will be I'd have to read through how he wants announced again because I genuinely forget. But 2 weeks from now, that's the next video. So we'll catch you